So day one, Safari Enduro 19. We're just making the right-hand turn to head north into Dangali Reserve. Follows the South Australian border, New South Wales border, and heads up towards the Flinders Ranges. It's a really cool remote section of trail, of road. The reserve was used in a safari a few years ago, but this is the first time we're going to head north. Heading generally in the direction of Broken Hill, but we come out further to the west and we link up with the Flinders Ranges, and it's such an awesome bit of trail. Feels different to most places. It's a nice road, it's hard pack in most places, a little bit of sand on top, sometimes it gets a little bit fluffy, but it's definitely not a headache. It's a lot of fun, it's really scenic, and the big bikes just burn through. So day two, it's never really been done on a safari. It's a pretty fresh day. So Peterborough, heading up some really cool backtracks. Really surprised us how cool it was. With the help of some locals, we got to Hawker, a really cool way. From Hawker, skirt around the Flinders, and this is probably one of my favourite bits of the Flinders Ranges. The Nantawarrina Aboriginal grounds has some double track roller coaster, flowy, pump track, motorcycle heaven trails. So you come off some really open, fast stuff, which is the highway to Arkaroola, and you do about 50 or 60 Ks of this. We did it in 16, heading south. This year we're going into Arkaroola, heading north, and from the other direction, it's just as cool. Yeah, then we're heading to like the holy grail of the Flinders Ranges, I reckon, Arkaroola. What a hot spot. And we've got a good day there. So after an awesome day around Arkaroola, it's time to leave, and we head off on a crazy backtrack. Again, it's Techo. It's optional, you can go down the front way if you want. After we leave about 80 Ks of Techo stuff, we hit a big roller, I think it's called the Outback Highway, brings you into Copley, and then from there it becomes classic Outback, a little bit more mellow. And from Lake Eyre, it's a 200k run along the classic Oodnadatta track. It's pretty tricky at the first bit, it's not boring. And then William Creek Hotel for a great night, bonfires, and great atmosphere. And yeah, add your business card to the ceiling in the William Creek Hotel and have some laughs, and another cracker day doing half the Oodnadatta track and ending up at William Creek. Day 5 Recce is a wrap. William Creek to Oodnadatta, pretty much standard Oodnadatta track stuff. It was awesome, we did it nice and early, and sunrise was incredible. From Oodnadatta we head up towards Mount Dare, and wow, it's been affected by some rain, so there's some puddles, but the access was great today. I've never seen so much water around, but the track is lightly sandy, some mud flats that are dried out, and start rolling in over some really tasty dunes. Scenery's amazing, the track's windy. Once you get off Oodnadatta track, there's no more straight stuff, it just winds all the way to Mount Dare. You end up in like a sunk-in riverbed track and come into the back of the Mount Dare Hotel, where we're going to have a big shindig, and yeah, that'll be the second last day of this year's Safari Enduro, and yeah, it's going to please a lot of people. So the last day, Mount Dare, via Fink, through to Alice. The ride to Fink from Mount Dare is like a big, lightly sandy playground. Gravel, wide sandy tracks with nice built-up banks. Not tricky, just fun. Lots of Ks of that sort of stuff. Anyone who wants to get some fun sand riding and gain improvements, days like this are going to make a massive difference. And then we lob up to Fink, iconic town for Australian motorcycling. And then for the ones who want it, we could take the bypass to the highway and roll into Alice, the cruisy way, or we can try and attack the Garn track, the access road for the Fink Desert Race, which is the old railway line. First 60 Ks, a bit tricky, then it turns into a bit of a highway and you roll into Alice, that's a wrap. Safari Enduro, it's going to be fun. See you there.